Welcome combatants. So in today's video we've got an interesting topic to discuss. You definitely don't want to miss out on because it's always going to be a good one. But just remember to always do like, subscribe with the bell notification, follow me to future and on TikTok for great content you don't want to miss out. So yes, when it comes to Mortal Kombat, we're excited about what's going to happen with this movie. And there's a lot of good stuff that have been said and been happening going so forward so far. And it seems one of them is definitely what everyone's talking about, and that is the way the film feels. And Ludi Lin does discuss that as he goes, look for the first movie, it snorts felt like it snorts, I don't know what that means. It felt like we were on heels all the time because like the preparation time was very short, the script was changing all the time, the choreography was changing all the time because prep time wasn't like this. So obviously he's discussing about the first movie and about why it wasn't the way it was because of obviously the quick cuts, the things that everyone complained about, how it felt like two different types of storylines and stories mixing into one Mortal Kombat film, or one thing that is Mortal Kombat but just with something else sprinkled all over it, which was Cole, his family and everything. And it feels like this one is much more on a winning spree, that it actually feels right. It feels like they have got the right tone. They've got a character everyone knows who's kind of like the eyes of the audience. They've got other characters who are already in the world who feel so good and feel great in this. Almost makes the movie feel like a reboot more than it does an actual continuation. It makes the first movie, literally it does make the first movie feel like it was just like a prologue to the second movie. It makes it feel like this movie is actually the Mortal Kombat one we've been waiting for. Now obviously with everything that went on with that first movie, having a new character that people weren't going to meld with wasn't the best type of thing for them to do. He's never going to be Art Lean, the legend himself, who needs to return, and hopefully he's Johnny Cage's best friend in this universe somewhere. But with him coming into things and then also now not really being included in anything apart from little spot in the trailer, definitely shows they've reconsidered and thinking different things. And he was definitely, apart from the choppy edits of the first movie, was one of the most difficult things that people were always on about. Scorpion's part and him being tied to him, it's the only way they could tie him in something, but they kind of did it just to try and make it feel like, oh, if he's a descendant he gets the pass to stay alive. But that wasn't actually the case at all, as it still didn't help his case in the film. Though he's a great actor, Louis Tan, and great martial artist, it's just the role wasn't right for him. They should have put him as Kenshi instead. But Liu Kang does also go to talk a little bit about MK2 and about changes as well here. As he goes, I was like, oh, that could have been done better. But I'm like, yeah, the fans are going to love this, right? But those are notes that we all took the second movie, that we should have, like each fight should be a story in itself. And we have seen that. From what we've seen from the trailers, especially this one, where we've seen the look in Liu Kang's eyes when he's looking at Kung Lao, or when he's fighting against Shao Kahn, or when they're all fighting, it feels like there's a story, like there's a reason for them fighting. Not just here's two guys or two girls or vice versa and throw them together and have them fight. None of the characters should ever feel like fodder. They should all feel like they're the most important piece of the story, and it's not trying to pivot just to one person, but all of them feel really, really good. And that's how it feels. It feels like they're all getting their time to shine. They're all getting their time to actually be there. They're all actually feeling like they've got storylines within their own moments of showing up on screen, which really takes the movies of Mortal Kombat to a whole different level, instead of just story plot when they're talking and walking, but when they fight there's no story. But obviously there are other characters, like obviously Kung Lao, who we know is Revenant, so even though he is, we still feel like there's a story being told because of what's he feeling. Is he looking at Liu Kang to say like, you let me die? Is it actually him? Is it Shang Tsung? Is he going to come back and help redeem everything? What's Liu Kang going to do about this? How is it going to make them be in the third film? And he will probably, both of them will get more plot and more weight in the third film, especially Kung Lao, because he'll need to have a little bit more as well to also get him back into this fray of things as well. But this is still something really great. I'm glad Ludi could talk about this and then also explain what went wrong with number one and why he feels this one's definitely better, because they listened. He listened to the notes, they listened to the people, the fans, everything, and they've got what they need needed now with a much more successful film, to the point where they've already greenlit the third one. So this is definitely a really good thing. Let me know what you guys think of this. Are you happy with what Ludi said? Does it give you more hope that they acknowledge the faults of the first one and what happened? Are you glad that they're making it known that the second one is nothing like that? But do like, subscribe. This is your boy Future Boy, and that's Future. Stay frosty peeps. Peace.